Alright, today I'm finally back to doing some Charli XCX. Today I'm reacting to Pop 2 by Charli XCX. It came out in 2017. I've heard 3 albums from Charli coming into this. I've heard her self-titled, Charli, I've heard How I'm Feeling Now, and I've heard Crash, which came out last year. I enjoyed all 3 of those projects. How I'm Feeling Now was definitely my favorite. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this. There's not much else to say. Go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. Link in the description down below. And yeah, we're gonna hop into it. The first track is Backseat featuring Rae Jepsen. Let's go.
Escape all the voices and so I turn it up. I go to parties with strangers so I can figure it out. Breaking your heart, spinning in half, told you it all. So loud, so false. Breaking your heart, spinning in half, told you it all.
I like how she's just taking the lyrics that Charli had and now just singing them herself. I don't know. I feel like you don't see that very often. It feels like they're together on this track, you know? They're together in their loneliness, I guess. Okay, looks like we're continuing with the hyper pop vibes from the last, I guess, Crash wasn't super hyper poppy, but from Charli and How I'm Feeling Now. Yeah, that track was cool lyrically. Again, I like how it kind of paints this picture of them being together in this loneliness. It kind of takes that idea of this fakeness and kind of puts it on its head and puts a nice spin on it, kind of embracing that fakeness. I want it all, even if it's fake, in the opening verse here. So let's keep going. Out of My Head, featuring Tove Lo and ALMA. Tove Lo is a name I recognize, and I don't think I like their music.
Glitter in my sheets, dancing on no sleep.
This production isn't really doing much for me.
I'm out of my head, out of my head. Please get out of my head.
Here's ALMA. ALMA.
Sway with my fears. Yeah. Let them try, get me high, I'll get by if I get down. Hard on the floor when the telephone rings.
I don't know, this production is just so minimal, but it's risky going so minimal, because if none of the elements really grab you, then there's nothing to really latch onto. And that's how I'm feeling. I don't know, this chorus is a bit annoying too. Very repetitive. Oh. Get this chorus out of my head. I think they're intentionally trying to craft the most annoying chorus possible with this. Something that'll annoyingly get stuck in your head. Not something you want in your head, but it'll be there. Get out of my head! I'm losing my mind. What happened? Hold on. Okay, so my camera was frozen for I don't know how long, but I checked the SD card. Apparently it didn't capture any of that intro, so yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to use this OBS cam for the intro. But yeah, we'll continue. Let's finish off this mediocre track. Yeah, like I said, pretty mediocre, pretty annoying chorus, pretty forgettable opening verses from Tove Lo and ALMA. Production was really skeletal, and like I said, none of the elements kind of grabbed me, so it just left me a little bit underwhelmed. Yeah, lyrically it felt like just continuing themes of the last track without really putting an interesting spin on it at all. Yeah, that's honestly one of my least favorite Charli XCX songs I've heard. I think the features really did nothing and the production really wasn't there either. So yeah, didn't love that. Hopefully we pick things back up here. Lucky is next.
Baby, you're so lucky. Baby, you're so lucky. You still call you got no reception. You're breaking up.
Strange direction for her to go. I've never heard any of her songs sound like this, with this choir and very angelic.
Baby, you're so lucky.
Good distortion there. Love that. Really cool vocal effects on this one. Chopping it up and stuttering effects. It's like a ballad here, but it feels like it's on the verge of just... The track is on the verge of just breaking and glitching. I feel like that was the most bold, daring, and adventurous track so far. Like I said, it has that kind of ballad feel to it, but it surrounds it with this kind of glitchy aesthetic as well, with the stuttering vocal effects and the distortion thrown on there, and obviously the auto-tune. So it really gives it a nice hyperpop tinge to it as well. So yeah, that was really cool. Really cool to hear Charli on top of those kind of angelic choir vocals. Not much in terms of like actually no drums on that at all, but I feel like, again, it was just the most interesting track musically so far, so pretty great. Let's keep it going. Tears is next. Caroline Polachek on this one. I definitely enjoyed her new album that she put out this year. It's pretty good. Nice drums. Love that roll. Those screaming vocals in the back. It's very bombastic, abrasive. Love these drums though. Oh, that vocal chain is so weird. There's like a nice poppy quality like to her voice there. Very like percussive in a way. The auto-tune's breaking. Tears rolling down my face. Very catchy, likable chorus. I think that's my favorite track so far. Caroline's feature was fantastic. She sounded great. I'm really growing to love her vocals. Like, it took me a little bit to get used to it, especially on her new album that she dropped this year, but she just has a great quality to her voice. Just the way her vocals just soar over these instrumentals. It's really like angelic in a way. Yeah, that was fantastic. That was amazing. I love the percussion on there. Love how punchy and abrasive it is, but it still has this kind of sweet quality to the rest of the track with the melodies that they're singing. And yeah, a nice little introspective track here talking about this relationship. I like it quite a bit. I think that's probably my favorite so far. Next is I Got It, featuring Brooke, Candy, CupcakKe, and Pabllo Vittar. CupcakKe is a name I've heard. I think I've heard a couple of her songs. Obviously, it falls in that very like raunchy, kind of similar lane to Megan Thee Stallion. I think I said something about CupcakKe in one of the earlier Charli XCX reactions about not loving her music or something, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of grown on me. It's not like I listen to her all the time, but the stuff, when I occasionally do hear her stuff, it is kind of just hilarious. I don't know if it's meant to be hilarious, but I just take it as kind of ridiculous and funny, and that's the kind of entertainment value it offers me. So her music's grown on me. Hopefully it's a decent feature here.
Big tits, double D's, no silicone and no saline. Jealous of me, envious hoes in all green.
Great snare sound, super metallic.
Oh. Studio with the real beats, so raw.
Crazy percussion
Sushi,
here too. I don't know. Another chorus I like. I guess the chorus lets the production really take the spotlight, but it just feels a bit lazy. I don't know. CupcakKe. Hey, it wasn't a raunchy verse. That's what I thought she did, but great verse there. Not saying the raunchy verses aren't great. It's just cool to see her do something else too. This production's great. This reminds me of the new Peggy album, Scaring the House. It's got that glitch hop feel. This is great. Oh, that was so good. So hard hitting. What a banger. I mean, CupcakKe's verse was great. That chorus grew on me. I wasn't loving it at first, but like I feel like it does really let the production shine, and really lets that take the spotlight. It almost just kind of blends into the background as another instrument in the mix. Yeah, CupcakKe, like I said, I thought she was great on there. Like I said, I thought she just did those kind of raunchy verses, but it's cool to see this kind of verse here. What was that one line? Yellow tape around the body, but not measuring waistlines. Great line. Overall, pretty solid verse from CupcakKe. Cool feature from Pabllo Vittar as well. Overall, I think the production is really what stood out with that one. So we're picking things up here. It started off a bit shaky in my opinion, but it's kind of finding its stride. All right, Femmebot is next, featuring Dorian, Electra, which is a name I've heard. Mykki, Blanco. Have not heard that name. What does Femmebot mean again? I'll be your Femmebot. Right, that's what it is. Austin Powers, okay. Evil female robots. This is such obvious lyrical content for Charli XCX to do, but it just works. Very theatrical tone here. That was not a good verse. So much cringe. Yeah, I'm really close to loving that track. I just feel like that final verse there from Mykki Blanco was so corny. It sounded like just like I don't know, something about the flow, something about his voice and the delivery just came across as very like just like your first rap verse ever, you know? It just I don't know, it was something very elementary about it, and I couldn't get into it. I almost thought he was good for a second there because of the production was doing so much heavy lifting and kind of making it sound almost tolerable, but then once I really tuned into his voice and just the flow and what he was saying, it's just very, very corny and cringy verse. Charli bit, like, obviously the reference, Charli bit your finger, Charli XCX, cool, but like just so much corn in that last verse that I don't know if I'll come back to this one just because of that. Like, everything else was honestly pretty solid. I thought Charli had a nice catchy chorus there, and I do like the overall concept of the track of the Femmebot. Hey. Her vocal delivery here in the autotune is a little bit darker than it usually is. I like it.
There's no Wi-Fi in forest, I found a better connection. No mirrors nearby, but I see a better reflection. I was fucked by the nature with no camera.
What is with the rap verses on this album?
Yes, I'm turning winter, come a little Mama Jackson. Flow like water.
Flow like water?
I wanna hear you whisper on the telephone. Yeah, you call me up, then I'm satisfied. Then I'm satisfied.
Charli's a better rapper than Tommy Cash. This track is a mess, man. It's all over the place. I don't know. That was kind of a mess of a track, in my opinion. I didn't love Tommy's rapping on that. Just some very, again, just elementary bars and flows that just felt very basic. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact, maybe I just don't like how these rap verses sound on this sugary pop production, but it just, these last two rap verses just really haven't done anything for me. But CupcakKe was great. I thought she sounded great on this, so I think we just got kind of two mediocre verses back to back. I mean, Charli sounded great on that. She's sounded pretty great throughout this entire thing. I think the features are letting her down a little bit here. And kind of messy again with just the structure of the track, a little bit all over the place. Hard to get a grasp on, but some cool elements here and there in that, but overall didn't love that one. Next track is Unlock It, in parentheses Lock It, featuring Kim Petras and Jay Park. Kim Petras, a name that I've heard. Jay Park, Korean rapper. Okay. Please, can we get a good rap verse again? Oh, I feel like I've heard that. Ooh. I feel like I've heard this. I mean, it's got 87 million streams, so maybe. I've heard this. Where have I heard this? Oh, yeah. Sped up version on TikTok. That's what I'm thinking of. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad that that's where I've heard this from? There's something so sugary and cute about this track. Got the roof down. It was alright, I guess. Definitely better than the last two rap features we had. Okay, I love the bubblegum feel to that. I love how sugary it is. I love the little pops and little sounds. That was not... You know what I'm talking about, hopefully, right? I feel like lyrically, it's kind of doing this thing that a million songs have done before, the cliche of, you've got the key to my heart, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like the rap verse definitely was better than the past two, but still didn't really do much for me. I just felt like, honestly, the rapping itself wasn't that bad. It just felt like that kind of trap. It wasn't a super like heavy trap beat or anything, but it had that trap flair to it. I felt like it was just kind of shoehorned in there, just forced in there, and that switch up of the beat was forced in there just to fit his flow and his delivery. I like the melodies here. I like the cute kind of feel to it. I don't love the lyrics, but overall, I do like the sound of it. All right, next track is Porsche featuring MO.
About a Porsche, get to grow. I've been running around now for so long. Yeah, it seems that I made up. Take back all your love cards, fake words. Make my mausoleum pretty like Versailles. Man, I played it out about 1,000 times. Yeah, you want him a
great song, great writing on this one. Like this right here.
Cause I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. Get that dough. They don't count, no. Yeah, I know your game and you played it right. Wish I knew before, but my love is blind. Prove you're wrong. Yeah, you spend my love. Oh, didn't spend my money. Hey, cause I've been fantasizing about a Porsche.
It's probably the best writing on the album so far. Love the attitude and just overall sentiment of this track. I love how the Genius annotation is just explaining what a Porsche is. Not any deeper meaning to anything here. Maybe there is no deeper meaning, but it's just like, Porsche is a German car manufacturer that produces high-performance, high-end luxury SUVs, sedans, and sport cars. Yeah, I like the writing on that one quite a bit. I like the idea of just moving past this relationship, and you spent my love, but you didn't spend my money. Didn't take my money. I'm still gonna get that Porsche. Still gonna get my bread up, you know? I like the attitude. Let's move on to the last track, track 10. Charli did this before. Did she do it on How I'm Feeling Now, where she just titles the last track, like, whatever track number it is? Maybe it was Charli. Oh, wait, maybe... Huh? What am I thinking of here? Was it Crash? Help me. I swear Charli's done that before, where she just titles the track, the number of the track. I don't know. Maybe not. All right, track 10. Let's go. I feel like we're sampling. Are we sampling songs I've heard before? What is happening? I feel like there's been so many melodies on this album and little vocal bits I've already heard. There's this angelic choir again. She did an updated version of this song, didn't she? Oh, was it on Crash? No, what was it? This is gonna eat at me. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Track 10 is a remix of the previously unreleased song, Blame It On Your Love. That was on... Hold on, no. It was on... Yes, it was on Charli featuring Lizzo. Okay, that's where I've heard this. Oh, those dissonant synths. This is like avant-garde hyperpop. I don't know what's happening. This is great though. Very unpredictable structure. I mean, I kind of do have the structure in front of me with the lyrics. That's why I'm trying not to stare at them the entire time. I do. Dang, there you go. From what I remember from Blame It On Your Love off of Charli, I think I like that version a little bit more. I just love how shimmery the synths are, how saturated everything is. Very unpredictable kind of structure to that track as well. I feel like I said, avant-garde, hyperpop. It just felt very unique and very forward-thinking. So yeah, that was a great way to end things off here. I didn't love every moment of this album. I feel like it is the weakest album I've heard from her overall. I mean, it was still pretty decent, just a couple tracks here and there where the production was lacking. Overall, the production, though, was pretty solid. I feel like just definitely like the features really let down a lot of this project, especially those rap verses. I feel like she's gotten better at incorporating rapped features on her later albums. I just feel like they felt a little bit forced and awkward on this album here. So yeah, the features weren't great. Some writing that I didn't love, but still pretty enjoyable for the most part. There you go. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I missed anything. Make sure to go join the Patreon if you want to see this uncut, of course. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.